Good morning. Good morning. This is Pastor Ieisha from the Love Church. I am so blessed to be with you on this morning. And just to continue to talk about bless, if this is your first time joining us on the series, I will recap. But bless is a missional practice that we use for prayer and evangelism. And so many people have been asking and questioning, how does it work? Well, I've been doing it for a couple of years. I'm having fun in doing it. And so I am so happy to continue to explain what it is. But it's really God's way of reaching and restoring the world by just blessing them. These are just acronyms for the evangelism. And so it's just a way for us to participate in the strategy of God that God gave to Abraham. In Genesis 12:2, it says, I will bless you and you will be a blessing. So that's why I'm a blesser. And so as we engage with these practices, I hope that you have fun. I'm having fun. It's really about just being in a community, getting to know people, just like Jesus would do. And so our letter for today is E. It is the letter E, and it's for eat, which is my favorite. Because if anyone knows me, I am a foodie. I know where every restaurant is. And so with eat, you want to be able to share a meal and not just meal, but just your life with someone. So at the beginning of this, just to recap, B is to begin with prayer. And that's why we're a blesser. You know, as God has blessed you, you're going to bless someone by praying for them. I instructed you to begin a list. Begin a list for people that you want to pray for that are far away from God, strangers that you meet. You may want to pray for the people on your job, whomever they may be. Now, what I can say about this list, when I first started doing it, it started out short. But as time has gone by, my list has grown into pages in my journal book. And so it's always a work in process. So that's with the letter B, and that's to begin with prayer. I pray Pacific prayers that in my first video, if you have not seen it, you could go back and review it. But I give you certain prayers to pray for people so that their hearts will be turned back to God. The second letter, which is L, which is to listen with care. And that is to listen to what people are saying and what they're not saying, listening to their dreams, listening to their pain, just being a source of just having the ministry of presence. That's listen with care. And so today we talk about the letter E, which is to eat. Eat. You could do it wherever you like. You may want to share pizza with someone. I'm always in Starbucks before I go to work. I'm always talking to people in the line within Starbucks. When we go out to lunch, I'm always talking to people. And so I also like to have maybe twice a month, I like to cook dinner for people that I have been praying for on my list. And I just invite them over. And we're not having church, and we're not trying to be deep, and we're not trying to be, so crazy that they miss the point, but just having the fellowship in the community. You may start with your family. Maybe your family does not get together on a regular basis and just sit down and eat together. Start with your family. That's the letter E. Your family should be on your list if they're far away from God. Begin to pray for them and begin to pray that God will move in the midst. Amen. Begin to listen to your family when they're talking at the table. I have 2 adult children, and sometimes I miss hearing what they say. And so sometimes just sitting down with them and eating with them, laughing over some pizza, or just going to the movies, something where we're fellowshipping over food. I have found in times past, when there is a meal involved, there is so much laughter, there is so much love, and there is the presence of God. And so I leave that with you today. Just eat. Invite someone to go to pizza. Invite a coworker to go to lunch. Go somewhere different that you've never gone before. Attend a party or an event. This week I have a lot of events to go to. And so I'm being intentional with prayer and evangelism, how to minister to those that are far from God. God bless you. Have a great week on purpose.